Hey everyone, I'm Joshua Orro, the Mustang Prince, and welcome to Mustang Prince Orro Reports. Well everybody, it's Mother's Day again, and as I said over the previous years, Mother's Day can be really difficult when it comes to buying something special, especially when someone in your family keeps on barking at you and rushing you to hurry up. Still, on the positive side, I'm glad that I get to share special films, good or bad, that seem fitting to Mother's Day. And today, I'd like to share my thoughts on Princess Sofia's Mother's Day episode from Season 2. Airing on television on April 25th, 2014, this is Mom's the Word. Now, in this episode, Princess Sofia gets disheartened that she has to share her mother, Queen Miranda, with Amber and James during the annual Mother's Day picnic. So, she asks her witch friend, Lucinda, to cast a spell so that she and her mom can be alone together. Unfortunately, things don't go as planned when Lucinda's wicked witch mother, Marla, continuously hexes them, throwing Sofia, Miranda, James, Amber, and Bailiwick into a boat and on a rapidly raging river, leading to Sofia realizing that she must accept that things are the way they are because they have to be the way they are. Now, what are my thoughts on this episode? Well, to me, this was a really touching episode in the series. And to further explain why I love it, let's move on to Mustang notes. Now, the moral of this episode is it's always important to be flexible, which, believe it or not, is a lesson that I've been going through a lot at vocational visions and other things over the years when it came to unexpected changes in my schedule or new job coaches. As for the animation, well, to me, Toei-on's style of CGI is still flawless, and I think Juneberry Island, where Miranda and the children have their Mother's Day picnic, looks like a pretty peaceful and quiet place. However, during the part where Lucinda undoes the hex on Sofia's gown, there is a little goof where the former skirt is solid green. Anyway, I think a very memorable moment in this episode is the rapid scene where Sofia, Miranda, James, Amber, and Bailiwick go on a wild, watery ride. By the way, I may sound a little bit silly for saying this, but I think it would have been safer if their boats were tire-shaped rafts, kind of like these. Just saying. Another memorable part of the episode, in my opinion, is the song Me and My Mom, sung by Sofia while reflecting on her feelings about sharing her mother with Amber and James. What I love about this song is the flashback clips that show several sweet moments of Sofia and Miranda before they became royal. And I really love how the song captures the mother-daughter relationship. Also, not only does this song bring a tear to my eye every time I listen to it, but it also gets a short reprise at the end of the episode. And now let's move on to the characters and the voice actors. Princess Sofia is voiced again by Ariel Winter, best known as young Kairi from the Kingdom Hearts games, Marina from Jake and the Neverland Pirates, young Trixie from Speed Racer, Marlene from the complete version of Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, Penny Peterson from DreamWorks' Mr. Peabody and Sherman, and Smurf Lily from Smurfs The Lost Village. Now, mostly throughout the series, Sofia is a kind and compassionate princess, and I like that Mother's Day is her favorite day of the year, due to her and her mother being the only known family she's ever had before becoming royalty. Also, this episode would have to be the second time where Sofia shows jealousy, but like I said in my blog of Four as a Crowd, it's more emotional and petty compared to Amber's jealousy. Plus, I can easily sympathize with how sad Sofia feels because she feels as though her mother does not love her that much anymore. Thankfully, as the episode progresses, Sofia learns to accept things for how they currently are. Next is Sofia's mother, Queen Miranda, voiced by Sarah Ramirez, best known from the Grey's Anatomy TV series. Now, I still stand by that Miranda is a warm and caring woman, and I think she's a very supportive mother due to her love and affection for her children. Also, throughout this episode, Miranda keeps reminding Sofia that she's also Amber and James's mom now, and that they have to share Mother's Day as a family. Plus, I like the part where Miranda thinks back to the time when she and Sofia went sledding down Hognall Hill. Next we have Sofia's siblings, Amber and James, voiced by Darcy Rose Byrnes and Zach Callison. To me, while their roles in this episode isn't as big or important as Sofia or Miranda's, I like that Amber and James give Miranda roses in the shape of a unicorn. Also, there are times where Amber can be very irrational and picky of certain things, while James acts kind of like a sensible leader. And there's also that part where he eats a watermelon, which did make me smile and chuckle. We also have Bailiwick, the royal steward voiced by Tim Gunn, whom I remember from the 2011 Smurfs movie, The Replacements, and Scooby-Doo and Guess Who. To me, Bailiwick is a very dutiful person, and I like that he joins Queen Miranda and the children for their Mother's Day picnic. Also, I did find it funny that Bailiwick gets turned into a frog during this episode. No surprise, since, like Amber, he has frogophobia. Plus, some of his frog moments kind of made me think of Princess Tiana when she was a frog. Our next character is Lucinda, once again voiced by Merritt Layton, hostess of the YouTube channel Kawaii Happy, which I subscribed to last year. Also, she got to voice in Spirit Riding Free Riding Academy. To me, I thought it was really great seeing Lucinda again after she was introduced in the Little Witch episode, and I like that she's still a changed witch these days. Also, I like the part where she tries to help Sofia get some alone time with her mother by summoning 2 giant seahorses to push their boat out into the river. Sadly, Lucinda cannot undo all of her mother's hexes due to most of them being too strong for her. However, I am kind of surprised that Sofia has been keeping her friendship with Lucinda a secret from her family until now. Last but not least, we come to Lucinda's mom, Marla, voiced by Tracy Ullman, who got to be in 2005's Once Upon a Mattress, 2014's Into the Woods, Kronk's New Groove, Happily Ever After, Tim Burton's Corpse Bride, The Tale of Despero, and Pixar's Onward. Marla is a wicked witch who likes to hex people and cause trouble. She embraces the family legacy and takes great pleasure from hexing people. Also, like Sofia, her favorite holiday is Mother's Day because she spends it with Lucinda making huge hexes. But during this episode, while constantly hexing Sofia and her family, Marla becomes shocked when Lucinda announces that she's a good witch now and that she has friends. Thankfully, to make Lucinda happy, she undid her floating island hex and joins the royal family for their picnic. Plus, Marla is willing to support Lucinda's change of heart, but she only hopes it's only a phase. And now let's move on to my final words. Overall, Mom's the Word is another great episode in Sofia's series, and I think it makes a great episode to watch for the Mother's Day weekend. The CGI animation is great as always. There are moments that are pretty fun, silly, and emotional. Plus, I love how the episode captures the relationship between Sofia and her mom. Also, the episode's song number is very tear-jerking. Also, I loved Lucinda's role in this episode. Lastly, the episode's moral is a very powerful one, especially in a TV show aimed for a young audience. To me, this is an episode that I highly recommend for everybody, young or old. As for my rating, I'll give it a full 100%. Well, that's all for now. Be sure to join me next time where we look at a mermaid-related movie from the late 2000s, Mustang Power. Oh, and happy Mother's Day, folks.